first grade year was that of my dad's first election. Ever since, I feel elections, although at times can be chaotic and hectic on my family, they really not only bring out my immediate family together, but also a family of people like you, the volunteers who continue to work around the clock every day to performing each and every day for the greater cause of our awareness and need to better Michigan's future. Without your support, our campaign family cannot reach this goal for Michigan. Your continuous support at rallies like this one drive the campaign to continuously perform. One campaign memory of mine occurred halfway through my first year at Sinead, where my older cousins also attended. I had a new best friend, Rachel, was riding the bus along like a big girl, and my family had just moved to a new house in Livonia the previous May, where I was conveniently closer to my grandparents on my dad's side and my Uncle Kevin and Aunt Beth's family. It was the year my dad, a Wayne County prosecutor, kicked off his campaign for Attorney General. My life had just become more and more exciting as my family began to focus more and more on my dad's campaign. I would arrive home every day to find my dad's campaign manager, Neil, working on the computer at our home office. And yes, I believe I was very much of a nuisance to him for all hours after 4 o'clock. But seemed like every weekend I threw on shorts, a Mike Cox t-shirt, and tennis shoes to walk in parades, throwing candy to little kids, lining the streets, but popping more candy in my mouth than I actually threw to the crowd. When my mom and dad shook hands with my mom shook hands along with my dad, pushing my newborn brother Rory alongside in a stroller. The filming of the commercials where I felt like a movie star as I plastered my face with makeup and I pictured myself as a model. One memory which will stay with me for the rest of my life happened in my afternoon kindergarten class with my sweetest can be teacher, Mrs. Lowe's. One night at home, I decided to steal my mom's yellow post-it sticky notes so I could make flyers for my dad's campaign. I took each sticky note and in my newfound messy handwriting, I wrote on each sticky note, Cox for AG with the number 4. I couldn't spell Attorney General or Mike Cox or even the word for, but Cox for AG worked perfectly fine for me. Secretly, I slid the post-its into my backpack and went off to school. The next day, without saying a word to my mom, at school, I passed out the flyers and said with a huge smile, "Have your mommy and daddy vote for my daddy." The same afternoon, when my mom came to pick me up from school, Mrs. Lowe's came up to my mom and asked, "Mrs. Cox, is your husband running for office?" Taken aback, my mom replied, "Why, yes. How did you know?" Mrs. Lowe's explains with a laugh and smile across her face the story. And to this day, I still remember exactly what I did that day, the look of bewilderment and question on my classmates' faces when I said, "Vote Cox for AG." I don't even think they knew what AG meant, or even if I said Attorney General, what that meant. Times are tough right now, and you too may be bewildered like my classmates were, with everything going on. But trust me, if you can make one decision, then Mike Cox is your best and maybe your only decision and choice to benefit Michigan for today and tomorrow. So now, with great pleasure and honor, I would like to introduce to you my dad and our next governor of the state of Michigan, Mike Cox.